Anytime there, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading something on the Fox News thing.
No, you weren't. You were playing Candy Crush. Get with it and start the damn show.
Let's go.
Start the damn show. Welcome to What's Good Under the Hood. Rob Sanders of Fox Sports Radio 1400 and the gentleman taking a sip of his lemonade.
Oh, it was good.
The owner of Mazda of Columbia. It's Greg Hood. What's good under the hood?
That's fresh lemonade too, by the way. Absolutely fresh.
Squeeze.
2 weeks in a row, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. How's that happen?
And 2 weeks in a row, I'm wearing a Joshua Tree t-shirt.
There you go.
Only wear it for special celebrations such as I can't
Podcast.
even freaking talk today.
And you do that for a living.
I know. Well,
Well, so does
I don't
Joe
know how
Biden.
much of a
So
living it
hopefully I can
is.
say that.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Do you shop there? Do you do a lot of Amazon stuff?
I do less, actually. Since I moved out to the country, their delivery times are 4 and 5 days.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
Even
So
for Prime members?
I am a Prime member, sir.
well.
Don't insult me. I spend the $105 or whatever it is to be.
It's 14
I
a
don't know
month.
what it is. A
I guess
month.
105
I don't
a
pay
year.
by the month. I get
Yeah.
the discount.
I'm on limited budget, so I have to pay by the
All
month.
right. I go all the way, but no, they're a little disappointing now.
Yeah.
I still shop there some.
They say they have a new tool that can help prevent recalls. What is that all about? I didn't read the article Rob sent.
It's all about them knowing what you're doing all the time.
Is it sort of like where the insurance company can kind of get into
It's
your car?
exactly what that's like.
That's
Oh,
kind of
not
the vibe that I got because I did read the article for Show Prep because I care.
It's not that I
There's
don't
that.
care. I was just busy and didn't have time to read the article.
And you don't care.
And
Anyway,
you don't care.
I really
no, I'll
don't.
tell you straight up, that's Big Brother right there. And you know that I don't know that I want them knowing where I'm driving. I don't want, I mean, I get what they're saying. Oh, they can prevent issues and problems in your car. I mean, Mazda's got that now. We have an app, My Mazda, and you can start your car, you can unlock your doors, you can do all that stuff from your phone, and it'll tell you when you need your car serviced. It gives you advice on what to do. I don't need Amazon in my vehicle.
Yeah, when did they get into the business of doing this anyway?
Well,
I mean-
they're also like Apple. They've been playing around with autonomous driving vehicles and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Apple as well, and they're doing the same kind of junk. They're getting in there, but everybody wants in our business everywhere. That's the gift of the internet, I guess.
My insurance company now has this app that will give you up to 30% off your insurance rates as they monitor your driving.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
would.
no.
They would raise my.
They would raise mine because they monitor how many times you're on the phone, how quickly you brake, and all that stuff. I don't want that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't there one where they monitor how loud your music is? I've seriously
know
read
that.
that.
I
I've
don't
read
know.
one where it's like how loud you play your music, like they can feel that. I don't know.
Like that really affects your ability to
Well,
drive safely.
It may. If it's too loud, you couldn't hear an ambulance.
Well, that's
you couldn't
true.
hear somebody honking a horn. You couldn't hear that woman screaming when you ran her over. You couldn't hear any of it, Andy.
but you
Yeah,
can
but-
feel it like a speed bump.
Well, maybe you hit a speed bump.
Well, possibly.
So is it speed humps or speed bumps?
I've seen them call speed tables before too.
Or yes, or undulations.
Nobody would understand, especially in Mississippi and Alabama.
Well,
as
those
we were
are
speaking
that's
about
a
it last-
California
What the hell
thing.
an
Those-
undulation was? A speed
sophisticated.
undulation.
Yeah, but a speed table. I mean, what does that mean?
The speed table means
Yeah, I
that
got up to
instead of just the
150.
hump, you got the
A flat
table.
spot,
It's
yeah.
a flat spot on top.
But back here on the street behind us here on Skyland, it says speed humps. And
I
they're,
think
and,
that's funny.
and they're pretty large.
Someone from the DOT probably misspoke.
No, there's humps and there's bumps. You got a speed bump and a
What's the
speed hump.
difference?
I'm not sure. That's why I was asking you. You seem to know things like that.
I
That's
just
about
have the speed tables.
Oh, anybody wants to know anything about speed table? Just email.
Just call me Andy Woods at
Call-
iHeartMedia.
And
Yeah.
Andy knows
.com.
everything. That's what I've pretty much learned. There you go.
What is the
My-
theme music?
My
for? What
Andy,
is that?
that's like from the 1980s when you'd watch something on NBC and they would tell you things like, like don't smoke crack cocaine, and you'd be like, oh, I shouldn't do that.
Put down the pipe.
Put down the pipe.
You gotta
That's
say
why-
that, you gotta
Is
say
that the
to Andy.
music they would play?
No.
Yeah, they'd always have that at the end of their little PSA things. Don't smoke crack cocaine, and what were some of the other ones?
Oh, okay. You know what? Now that's kind of clicking where they would play some.
Yeah,
kind of
they'd play
music.
something, and then at the end of it, it's like and it'd be like Lawrence Taylor telling you, "Don't do drugs." Same theory.
All right.
I can't believe you guys didn't catch on
Andy,
to that.
don't do speed tables. All right, let's not bore these people to death. What else we got? So to summarize that, I don't want them in my life. I mean, I got enough problems with people.
I don't even have the Alexa. I have an Alexa, the smart speaker, but I took it away because it listens all the time. These people, they record everything you say, just like your phone does.
Your TV may. I mean, it's, you have a smart TV, I'm sure.
I got a few of them.
Yeah, and they're connected to the internet, are they not?
Yep.
So they
let's go behind the curtains here for just a moment. Andy can pull up on his phone right now HD footage of his apartment, and we can watch his fine cats, including Jack and
Butters
and all those guys.
Our favorite TV show.
You've got all that in your apartment, Andy. I'm sure they know that you like your vanilla ice cream and whatever the hell else it is that you eat.
Now, I was driving down the road in Lexington one day, and I had a backup camera on my truck, and it was an aftermarket backup camera, and it was wireless from the tailgate or from the, back to the dash of the car. And I'm driving down the road, and all of a sudden I go through this neighborhood, and there's a baby monitor that came onto my camera, so I could see in the baby's room. I kid you not. That's kind of creepy, actually.
So
it's very creepy.
my great uncle had, the first time he rode my car, I've got one of those cameras that's on the mirror, so on the passenger door mirror or whatever. So when I turn right, it comes on so you can see your blind spot.
I got the same thing.
Yeah. So my uncle, being the feisty old guy that he is, he goes, "What's that camera for?" And I explained to him it's for the blind spot. He goes, "Why don't you just put it on, drive down the road? You can check out girls' butts as you go down the street." I was like, "It's a safety feature there, Uncle. What's wrong with you?"
Okay,
he goes, that's what I would use.
Your uncle
for.
needs some counseling.
Yeah, he does. But anyway.
Or he just knows how to effectively use
We're going to shift
side
gears here.
It's funny though.
Back to car talk. We're going to shift gears.
Is this a bold figure, or what? Half the cars will be EVs by 2030. Is that overstating it? You think maybe?
I think that's bull crap. Please tell me that I'm right.
I don't know. I mean, it's plausible because our annual car sales in a normal year, 17.5 million, 17 million, 18 million, somewhere in that. So if you figure they'd put out 9 million cars, that's doable. I think that what I'm hearing though is that there's lots of conversations about eliminating gasoline altogether, and that troubles me for a multitude of reasons. Number one, what about people that have investments in vintage vehicles? There's more to a vintage car than just going out and burning up fuel and polluting the air. They're rarely driven, but they should still have the right to do it. And then you think about it, some of these old cars, they'll go for multiple millions of dollars that run through. Matter of fact, my buddy Todd Rosenthal, who owns Naples Motorsports, and there's two parts to this thing, but he's got a McLaren P1, I think, at his dealership that's $1.9 million right now. I mean, so you spend $1.9 million on a car, and then 10 years later, it's worth absolutely, you got to take it to the crusher because there's no gas. That isn't right. But back to the electric thing, it isn't all bad. And I pulled this up here because it's relevant. So he is a Rimac dealer. You ever heard of a Rimac?
What?
What? That sounds like
RIMAC.
Sounds like a bad drink you get, but
it's an unbelievably good-looking car.
Oh.
And Navara, I believe, is how you say the name of the car. But here's some highlights of that vehicle. Does 0 to 60 in 1.85 seconds.
That's quick.
It has 1,914 horsepower. It has 2,360 foot-pounds of torque, or pounds-feet, excuse me. Anyway, the point is that a big rig truck, they don't have much more than 1,000 if they do. And it has a 258-mile top speed.
It's a pretty good-looking car, too. I Googled it.
Oh, they're absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it really is.
And it says it'll give you an 80% fast charge in 22 minutes.
What is it called again?
It's called a Rimac, RIMAC.
Yeah. Got a fin on it.
Yeah, and it's active. A rear diffuser. They call it rear wing for continually morphing. What's it say? Oops, I got a little thing that popped up in front of me here.
It's called a pop-up.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anytime I can help.
It's constantly morphing, engineered to offer peak aerodynamics, so it's moving around.
It's got the doors that open up sideways like a Batman car.
Like, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And so it has 4 motors and 4 wheels that are independently driven by one dedicated electric motor, which
I want one.
channels torque according to what it needs. But
how much?
it's in the millions.
Well,
What
for,
think about this part of the, I'm sorry to interrupt
I'm
you,
sorry.
but
Yeah, I was just
part
gonna
of this-
say for folks that are watching the actual podcast, you can actually see a picture of the Rimac right there in front.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you put it
yeah,
up.
there you go. You can
There's
actually
right
see
there.
it. It looks like a I don't know what I mean.
Ferrari, McLaren,
Yeah,
all
I
of
mean,
it kind of blended together.
That's actually just a really cool looking car. I'd drive that.
well, I'm sure you would.
0 to 60, how quickly?
Well, I said 1.8.
1.8.
Yeah, it probably
I believe that probably puts it in the quickest production car out there.
it probably
1.85.
costs more than my house, but
House,
yeah.
it costs more than your whole neighborhood.
Hey, can you bring videos up on this too?
that? Is
yeah, I can bring up whatever you want.
Why don't
I
we
mean,
spend the rest of the podcast and why don't we watch Christmas Vacation?
anything.
You bring that up.
yeah,
Don't
that's
you
not
have
gonna-
somewhere to be? Anything that has 1,914 horsepower is in the millions of dollars. I
Well,
promise you that.
Respectfully, sir, I like to think of you as my friend in the car business. Why can't you get a car that's like that doesn't cost all of that much money?
Yeah, what is
What-
the
I
Because
blame
the
you,
level of-
sir.
well, I mean, why was the space shuttle so much money? It's the level of technology that
Well,
went into.
$700 hammers.
true that? Yeah. You see, you have a really good point there,
They
Sanders.
probably use $1,000 hammers when they build the Rimac
No,
Navara.
I'm just saying I'd like to have a car like that, and I mean, eventually, maybe we'll get to a point in time
Here,
where
I'll give my buddy a shameless plug. Go to NaplesMotorsports.com. He's down in Naples, Florida, and
Rob's
I
bringing it up.
don't mind plugging him because he doesn't have anything that I sell. He's an Alfa Romeo dealer. He's a Lotus dealer. He's a Karma dealer, which is electric car also. He has Backdraft Racing, which are those they look like the old Cobras.
look at that.
Spider of Naples.
How
Ferrari.
good of a friend is he?
He's a great friend.
Okay, well then we'll just there you go. You get the entire screen, sir. Look at those cars just running across the screen there. Beautiful.
You know what's funny is you go.
Wow,
I asked
yeah.
him. I go, how in the heck can you leave millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of these exotic cars out front? And his answer was, "It's Naples, Florida. You know, it's not Miami." So,
Oof.
so
Damn.
he didn't say that. I say it's not Miami. He didn't say that because he sells to people in Miami. But it is Naples, Florida. There's so much money down there, so much wealth.
Nobody
You-
really needs to steal anything. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know if they need to steal it, but you're not going to steal one of those because you're going to get caught. I mean, there aren't very many of them out there. Whatever it is you happen to steal.
How many cars do you think he has on lot pre-COVID? Maybe 8 at the most.
How many
Post-COVID?
cars He has on the lot now.
Just if you had to guess, would you guess he? I mean, you're saying there's millions of dollars there.
Oh, he's stocked. I mean, he's still stocking. I mean, what's his inventory right now? Let's look at his all inventory. I can get a number off of that.
We should call him on the phone.
100. He has 112 vehicles in stock.
Jeez.
So and,
What
and,
the
and
hell is
seriously,
that?
what?
That's
Seriously,
crazy.
what? And
We should call him and talk to him.
We should.
We'll call him next time.
Okay.
Let me pull something up here. Where is his? Come on, Greg.
We're looking at
Find. Oh, here. Let's just find his McLarens.
By the way, if you're wondering if you can catch if you're listening to the podcast, you can always go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Look up What's Good Under the Hood.
And also hit the like button and subscribe.
yeah, please do that. And you know, to talk about your friend down there, we're streaming a pictures of his website right now too, and you can see the blue car there, which looks really cool. But then he's got the one that looks like
Go to,
The
go to
orange one?
inventory.
Oh,
Go to-
okay.
Go to inventory
all right.
and seriously pull up. Type in McLaren, and I know I looked the other day. He had a P1.
Let's see what happens. Vehicles found 0. Maybe I spelled it
I
wrong.
think you probably spelled
probably
it
spelled
wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, but no, I mean, look. Oh, here we go. He's got look at this is some of this. He's got 112 vehicles. We can scroll through some of them. I'm sure that we'll find something. But
Well, I mean, all of them are exotics. I mean, he sells new cars and used cars. He's the largest Lotus dealer in the nation, if not the world. I
19.
think.
Look at these cars, Greg. These are great.
Oh, they're
Oh.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Jessica's online. She can help us. We can do a chat.
Jessica wants
Oh,
to help
good
us.
old Jessica. She
Let's-
works at every dealership.
Does she? She gets around, ladies and gentlemen.
She
She
does.
really does.
If you could ask Jessica one question, what would it be?
Yeah, can I use one of those for the day? It was great. He bought when I was down in Florida, we took a McLaren, I think it was a 720 or something like that. We took it in trade, and I didn't want to keep the car. I mean, it's one of those things. I don't.
All right, there's a McLaren Senna Coupe, 374 miles on it. Let's look at that one.
It's one.
$1.3 million, as you can see right there. There you go. That gives you an idea. I don't want your updates.
Nope.
Sorry. But anyway, look, Look at that, $1.35 million. You
But
think
he's got all kinds of stuff like that.
would he take 1.2? Maybe Andy and I can pool
Hey,
our lunch money together.
He's a negotiator.
Live chat Jessica and see if we can get 2 of them.
2 of them. Yeah, I
We
want.
would like 2.
I like this one, but I don't like the color. How many
There
times
may
have you heard that?
There may be another one in there.
Those
But
are beautiful.
he has got some great stuff. I mean, it's just amazing. Anyway, he came to and I don't remember the model of it, but it's the SUV
Right.
that Lamborghini makes. And he came rolling up to buy the McLaren to the Chrysler dealership. I had Maserati Alpha and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and all that stuff. So he came rolling up in that thing, and I said to him, "Man, I've never seen one of those before." He goes, "Well, check it out." And he said, "You want to drive it?" And I said, "Sure." So, like, I'm gonna say no. I'm sorry, I'm not driving your Lamborghini. You're
I'm not
forcing
driving
me.
it. No.
You're whipping me into it. I'll have to do that. Anyway, hopped in the thing. It was ferocious for one. I mean, the sound of it, the V12, it was just ridiculously good sounding. But the coolest part of it was, in my opinion, there's 2 big, huge screens. There's one that's up on the dash, and there's one that's right down below it. And the navigation system is up on the top. And he said, "Hey, this is the way it works. You know, like, you can't program your navigation while you're driving in your car.
Right.
The manufacturer doesn't allow you to. But this pad on the bottom, I took my finger and I wrote in Kia and went like that, and Galliana Kia, which is where I was working, popped up. And
Wow.
it was instant. But you're writing on this pad with your hand. It doesn't matter what your penmanship is, it figures it out. And the thing was wicked fast, and it was just an absolute blast to drive. And he told me, he said, of all the stuff he drives, he said that's one of his favorites. So
Which one is that?
it's the Lamborghini
Okay.
Aventador. No, that's not it. I can't remember what the sport utility is called. Anyway, it was a great experience, and he's a wonderful guy. So if you feel like dropping $1 million on a car, I'll go ahead and give it an endorsement.
Give him an endorsement on that. But hey, folks need to come and see you too, because
Oh,
in May you're gonna have brand spanking new facility.
Absolutely.
I've been like following along as I pass by, and I tell you what, I want to be the guy that offers to decorate the construction site, because we need a Christmas tree. It needs to be blessed with the tree down there. But I mean, you guys are building a brand new dealership right there at Greystone and Broad River, right?
I have to put a Christmas tree on it.
Why not? I mean, you've
We
got
got a lot out there.
You got a
Wide
lot.
open.
We should put a Christmas tree, and I want a Snoopy inflatable. That way he's waving at people as they come by.
You know what? There are a lot of construction zones. They'll put up a Christmas tree at Christmas time. I never really thought about that. That's pretty kind of cool. Put, where you have the wires coming down where it makes it a tree out of the lights.
Yeah, follow me for more holiday thoughts and wishes.
Wow, you are good.
I try.
You should be on Pinterest or something.
I got kicked off Pinterest. We won't tell about that. But
Why?
anyway,
No.
we're not doing all that. Not on the show. I'll tell you after we're off anyway. But no, seriously though, you get to have a nice new dealership there, and you promised Andy and I that we could come down and tour it once it's all set to go. But I mean, where are you guys at as far as the process of opening up the new spot?
We are right on schedule. I mean, to the day, and that is really exciting because through all this COVID nonsense, it has been a challenge for a lot of places to get what they need to get stuff built. We ordered our steel in time; everything was good, and then I did kind of pre-order some of the parts, like the Hunter equipment stuff that goes in the shop. But everything's going to work, and we're going to be opening right about the 1st of May.
Well, good, because if not, I get to go down and enforce, and that's not going to work out
There you
well.
go. Don't do it.
At Mazda of Columbia. MazdaofColumbia.com. That's Mazda of Columbia.
.com.
There you go. Hey, be on the lookout. We were speaking between this and the last episode of What's Good Under the Hood. Be on the lookout for the Christmas edition, the bloopers edition.
Oh, I'm not. We're not
bloopers.
airing the bloopers edition.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
I will be. My employer will fire me
No,
quickly on
fire
that one.
yourself.
I'll fire myself over that one.
Rob
Yeah, that's
Sanders
not
of Fox Sports Radio 1400 and owner of Mazda of Columbia, Greg Hood. What's Good Under the Hood. Thanks for listening and watching.